1992. I was bored to death of acoustic guitars and coffee shop gigs. I wanted to be in a band, a real rock and roll band. Chris Taylor and Windows, although filled with great memories, now felt like the days of my youth. It was time for me to grow up, musically speaking anyway. It was time for Love Coma. Myself, drummer Chris Dodge, guitar player Matt Slocum, and bass player Jeff Duncan started on a new path of writing funky, groove-based, creative rock and roll. And after Slocum had sold his car, he used a few $100s to book the band into Edit Point Studios with producer Donnie Neals here in San Antonio, Texas. So, making a record in a recording studio is much different than playing live. There were click tracks, isolation booths, overdubs, multi-tracking. I loved the studio at first, but I was super intimidated by it. Donnie made us feel as comfortable as possible. So, no fault of his. It was just my intimidation factor walking in. Everything's under a microscope all of a sudden. There was no audience. It was just us and what we really sounded like. Our songs and our sound were beginning to take shape. Now, we loved playing live. We've been playing up and down St. Mary's Strip all over San Antonio. St. Mary's Strip was really where the indie music scene was at the time. I remember Wacky's Cantina. It smelled like urine and had a kind of angry clientele in those days. And this is where we cut our teeth. Feedback in the monitors, feedback in our amplifiers, a mosh pit, cement floors. I remember Chris Dodd's kick drum pounding in my head, and every time he hit his snare drum, it felt like I was being hit by lightning. I had grown my hair long, and I dyed it kind of a blue-black. I had eyeliner, eyeshadow. It was all kind of protection against the crowd of rage on any given Friday or Saturday night. And Lou Reed did it. Bowie did it. My turn now. I just did it for different reasons. We graduated to bigger clubs. Now we're playing Sneakers, nightclub, big stage, lights. We made use of their video screens. We felt like real rock stars, but, in reality, we were pretty far from it. We played several festivals, which led to sort of humble tours all over the States. We piled in rental vans and played show after show, but really with little to no tour support. There were lots of empty rooms, canceled gigs. Then there were some small crowds and then bigger crowds. We played our asses off, though, and it felt like our lives depended on it. Kind of like the best of times, the worst of times, but I couldn't think of anywhere else I would rather be or anything else I'd rather be doing.